You being evil, give good gifts to your children. How much more your Father? The words of Jesus. What did he mean? Did they understand it that day? I don't believe so. He just called them evil. They didn't catch it. If I said to you, as a religious group, you being evil, give good gifts to your children, how much more your Father? In comparison to what you give and what he would give, is there any comparison? Then I got to ask you, if you have something good to give him, according to the book of James, all good gifts come down from the Father. There's no shade or ill intent, or his pure motive for giving you this gift is a gift without price or cost to you. He paid the price. So if you're getting these gifts from God, how can you boast in glory though you ain't received it first from God? Apart from him, you wouldn't be able to give anything. Paul said that. What do you have? You haven't received. And if you received it from God, how can you boast in glory? Take credit. Plagiarize what he's given you. As if it conjured up in your little pea brain, independent from God. One of you plants, the other one waters. But apart from him, you're nothing. You wouldn't be able to do nothing. One plants, one waters, but God gives the increase. It's all of him. And it says again, apart from him we can do nothing, yet through him we can do all things. But it's not us. Paul goes on to say, viewing this fact, what we're saying here, I'm crucified. Nevertheless, I can live. See, now it's not me doing the living. And the life I now live in this worldly view, fleshly view, perspective of me and who's around me, it's no longer I. I live through the faith of the Son of God. And that faith to be the substance of things we all hope for, the evidence of things not seen. You're getting something from the unseen realm. Apart from him, you would have never thought of doing it or saying it. He gives you the word, he gives you the action. Apart from him, you couldn't do that. And if you're doing it independent from him, conjuring up your opinion and your idea and your words and your actions, the left hand knows what the right hand is doing, and it's evil. You're doing good, and that good becomes no good, because it doesn't come from your Father. It's you acting independent from the Father. It's called sin. You're acting independent from God. Bad enough that you do evil independent from God, but here you are trying to conjure up some good. And it becomes no good. Because God divides between the spirit, the soul, the body, the joints, the marrow, down to, now catch this, the motive and intents of the heart. The intent, wicked heart. Why would it be evil? You're doing something that God has already done, his finished work, and you're going about establishing your idea of righteousness, and doing that, you forfeit his righteousness. The righteous live by faith, having substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. They're not coming up with their accumulated knowledge and opinions and ideas. The devil's lie. You don't need God, you can figure out things for yourself. Apart from him, you can do nothing. And you wake up to that fact, you wait till your spirit. When they would ask Jesus questions, he would wait. And under his breath, he would ask the Father, how do I respond to this? What do I do? Apart from you, I don't want to act independent from you. They would accuse me of sin, which he said, accuse me of sin. They couldn't, because he would wait. And the Father would give them some of the most astounding statements and actions, and they were puzzled. How did this man know what he knows and do what he does? It wasn't him. He says it over and over again. The words I speak aren't my own. I must work the works of him that sent me. While I was yet dead, because there comes darkness with no man to work. When's that day of darkness? When men are living totally independent from God, yet attributing what they're doing as coming from God, and if it does come from God, they taking credit. Where no credit is due, all credit. To God be the glory. Great things that he has done. So loved he the world, that he gave his Son, to yield in his life an atonement for sin, and open the life gate that all might come in. Apart from what he accomplished, his finished work before the foundations of the world. That's why it's not of works. It was always complete. And he announces it on the cross. It's finished. It was a demonstration of an eternal fact of God's finished work before the world began. If the need would arise, and it sure did when Adam fell, he would come, the second Adam, and accomplish what the first Adam had failed to accomplish. To not act independent from God. Go off half-cocked, thinking you got life figured out. Let him who thinks he stands take heed, lest he fall. God bless.